I've never been more disgusted in my life with one of my friends. I mean, I've been disgusted in my life. I mean, shitty things happen to people, but I've never been more disgusted with a friend in my entire life. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's probably because you don't follow me on Twitter, but shit went down on Twitter today. And it's been building up. And what's up, everybody? It's Grim. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about some serious shit that's going on, some real life problems with GTS. You know, every YouTuber makes videos. We try to come on here, we try to have fun and entertain you guys every day, but sometimes real life problems get in the way, and that's what I need to talk to you guys about today, because some real life problems are going down, and I don't know what to do. I'm really mad about it. So this is what's going down. As you guys know, Matt Castle, his real name is Brandon, wrestled on my show for a long time, hasn't been on in a long time. The last match I think he did was at one of our pay-per-views, and even at that, he wasn't on for like 2 months. Then he showed up, did a match, then he disappeared again. And, you know, I kept texting him, hey, man, when are you going to be on GTS again? When are you going to be on GTS again? These are the days we're filming GTS. When are you coming down? And sometimes he'd blow me off. Sometimes he'd say he had work. Other times, he'd come up with excuses. Finally, he came out and said, look, I don't want to do GTS wrestling anymore. I don't want to be a wrestler anymore. I'm done with wrestling. I've moved on. I'm doing short films. I'm doing other kinds of videos. He's working on scripts and playwrights, and he wants to do other things in entertainment. And I said, I respect that. Good for you. Good luck. Whatever. Thanks for being on GTS. Move on. Then like 2 weeks ago, he wants to hang out. He's like, hey, you doing any vlogs or anything? You know, I don't want to wrestle, but if you want to do a vlog. I was like, sure. So he did the Jersey Devil video when I wanted to go out and look for the Jersey Devil when I was being pranked by what's-her-face. He wanted to do that with me, and we wound up doing an unboxing, too, for the Grimm's Toy Show channel, which we do the toys. We have a toy channel, in case you guys don't know. Where's GTS Wrestling? Where's the figure reviews? They're over on another channel, Grimm's Gaming Show and stuff. So, now I know why he wanted to do that. He was looking for intel. He was looking for information because the bastard wanted to backstab me. All this time, he's been planning on starting his very own GTS wrestling style show. And he just launched it a few days ago. But, you know, people were tweeting at me, what's this Rebel Wrestling? What's this Rebel Wrestling? On Twitter, Rebel Wrestling. What's RWA Wrestling? I said, I don't fucking know. I don't know. But they kept referencing us. They kept talking about us. And it's like, you know, there's tons of wrestling shows out there. There's tons of other wrestling shows on YouTube. Kids on trampolines. Kids wrestling in their beds. Some guys have rings. There's tons of it. It's all over the fucking place. Backyard wrestling. Whatever. Even legit wrestling has just on YouTube. You know, like the indies and stuff. But this one kept fucking picking on me, so it was, you know, getting on my radar. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know what's going on. But today, a video drops and it comes on. Hi, I'm Brandon. You may know me as Matt Castle from GTS, and I've been working on other projects, but I would like to announce the launch of RWA Wrestling. He comes on there acting all happy and Mr. Positive, but what he's not telling you is how he backstabbed me. Picked my brain. Oh, you know, how much does a ring cost? And where do you actually get this ring from? The son of a bitch. He comes in there and is like, oh, so when you rent a warehouse, what kind of stuff do you need when you rent a warehouse? And, you know, here I just thought he was being inquisitive. Other guys have asked me this kind of stuff. I don't hold anything back from my friends. I tell them what goes on. You know, you guys want to know about a ring. You guys want to know about a warehouse. You want to know about uploading to YouTube and this and that. And he said he was going to start a toy channel. He was collecting pop vinyls. He was buying pop vinyls from Sprinkles the Clown. You know, I didn't think anything of it. Then all of a sudden today, he's launching a show. He's launching an RWA Wrestling. He's going to have his own warehouse. Looks like a little fucking garage. A shithole garage. God damn it. Like, if you want to start a show, fine. But you don't be a backstabbing bitch. You don't gotta fucking lie to me. I gave this kid a platform. I gave this kid an opportunity to be on my show. And he shoves it. Sorry, I'm sick. I'm pissed off. And I'm standing here raging. But you guys gotta know what's going on. And, you know, what does the roster feel? You know, because of course we have a GTS chat. Everybody that's in GTS wrestling, you know, that's a regular, is in our GTS chat. You know, and everybody's talking. What's going on, Grim? What's going on, Grim? What the hell's going on with Castle? Because a lot of those guys are still friends with Matt Castle. Brandon. A lot of those guys are still friends with Brandon. And they're wondering what's going on. I said, look, I told you guys do your own channels. You guys want to do your own, you know, be on other YouTube shows. It is what it is, but it gets confusing if, for example, Jay the Key Evans is on my channel and gets hurt in a match for the show, but then on his channel he's totally fine running around at Walmart or something. Like, it's confusing to people. You got to have some consistency. And that's where it gets difficult. You know, and I said, look, if you're going to go and do other wrestling shows and, you know, they do other indie promotions, SWF and whatever else, that's fine. But it's got to be at least somewhat consistent. You know, like Jimmy Controversy. He was in job security at WrestlePro for a long time, but he was not with job security on my show until now. They're consistent with each other. You know, the real backstage stuff about wrestling gets real difficult sometimes. And I do my best with what I have. But unfortunately, sometimes it gets fucked up. And this is one of those situations where now I'm just stressing out of my mind because, you know, some of the guys are like, well, we could do both. You know, we could be on RWA, you know, because apparently he's local somewhere. I don't know where he's at, but it's not too far. Some of the guys drive 2 hours to be on my show as it is. So if he's an hour and a half away, it's not too fucking far for them. So, I don't want... There's another thing. This is how I know it's going to be a problem. I'm talking to a guy, TK Luther, who's from Warriors of Wrestling in New York. And he wants to be on GTS. You know, now I get people hitting me up all the time. I want to be on GTS. I want to be on GTS. And sometimes they're 10 years old. You know, sometimes they're just a dude who's 15 years old, a kid, and he's not no training. Or a 35-year-old guy whose kid watches it, and he wants to impress his kid by coming to wrestle on my show because he knows he's never going to be in WWE, but maybe I can go on the Grimm Show and wrestle on the Grimm Show. And I say, you know, look, you got to be trained. You got to be of age. You know, I just can't let anybody just walk into my wrestling ring and start wrestling. It's not going to happen. You know? So, as I'm trying to find out who TK Luther is, because he's messaging me, I don't really know who he is. Let me feel him out. Let me see if I know him. Make sure he's cool. Make sure he's not a backstabber. You know, because maybe he's a guy who hates me. And, you know, wants to come to my warehouse and fuck my show up. You never know. You know? So I'm trying to feel the guy out. See if he's a good guy. Seems to be like a good guy. I'm ready to tell him to come to GTS. And what happens? RWA would like to announce TK Luther as an exclusive. What the fuck? So, Brandon, Matt Castle, went and, because he clearly seen me talking to this guy, clearly stalked my Twitter, and clearly snaked me out of a deal with TK Luther coming to GTS. And this guy's a friend. After everything I've fucking done for the guy, none of you... I say it all the time. It's one of my favorite lines from Casino. Joe Pesci. You only exist out here because of me! It's the only reason! You would be fucking nothing if it wasn't for being on GTS. Oh yeah, sure, you've done a couple other indie shows. Who would have never known you except the 45 people in the audience at that indie show? Even if the 45 people in the audience at that indie show gave a fuck about you. No. It's pissing me off now. So now he's going to go start his own show, and he's going to... Any fucking dealings that I got to do with people, now it's got to be super secretive because I don't want them snaking my shit. And God knows with GTS guys, you know, sometimes the guys at GTS get mad at me. Hey, Grim, you told me, you know, this was going to happen, and then it didn't happen. And then you told me this was going to happen, and that was going to happen. And, you know, everybody can't be the champion. Everybody can't win every friggin' time. You know, sometimes you have to come. Sometimes you have to lose a match. You got to put other people over. Oh, Grim, you bury everybody. Bullshit. I have more losses in 2017 than I do wins. But every comment when I win a match, fuck you, Grim, unsubscribe. All you do is bury people. Wrestling is difficult, and I get it. And you know what? And I welcome the people. You want to complain that I bury everybody? That's fine. That's my gimmick, King of Shovel style. I don't care. I think that you watch the show. Come and complain at me. But if, you know, you can't please everybody. And I'm trying to please all the guys on GTS, but if they're going to get mad at me, and then, well, maybe Matt Castle will make me the champion, Grim, because you make me the jobber. Like, Matt Castle will give me the opportunity to be champion, because here I'm not really doing much. Like, I'm already stressed about it. And it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. I'm mad because he lied to me. At the end of the day, I'm pissed the fuck off because the goddamn kid lied to me. He couldn't have said, hey, I'm going to make a show. Hey, let's work together. Hey, let's have shows together like I do with SWF. I have a working relationship with SWF and it works out pretty good for the most part. We could have had, but no, he's got a fucking, it's so deep. Can you see the knife in my back? Can you see it? Is it deep? He lied to me. He picked my brain. He learned as much as he could in the day and a half that we hung out in the past, texting me, hey, Grim, what about this? Hey, Grim, what about that? I thought you were done with wrestling. All of a sudden, you're starting your own wrestling show. You know, some other asshole tried this in the past. Some other asshole, real life, you don't see him on my channel anymore, but he used to be back around in 2014. I don't even want to say his name because I hate him. But he was on my show, and then he quit. Fuck you, Grim. I don't like the way my character's going. I don't like the storyline. I'm not going to do GTS anymore. I said, all right, it is what it is. Not the first guy to quit on me. Not going to be the last guy to quit. It is what it is. But what did he do? He went and phoned up all of my friends, all of the guys that are on my show, no matter who it was. Ninja Twins, the bad guys, Tubby, Bulldozer, Jimmy Controvert, any of the guys on my show at the time, Jamie the Mailman. Fuck Dave. Fuck Grim. Let's go do our own show. We'll make a fucking better show than him. And a couple guys actually went with him. And then they went and they did their own show. And it was trash and it was garbage and he learned a lesson. And he even texted me and said, holy shit, this fucking guy's trying to do the same thing I did. Because now we're back on good terms. Even though he's not coming back on my show ever. He texts me and says, that guy's actually doing the same thing I tried. Like, is he fucking dumb? Like, does he have any idea how hard it is to run a show? I make it look easy. But it's hard as fuck. And it costs a hell of a lot of money. Where are you getting the money from, Brandon? Warehouses. My warehouse cost me $1,100 a month. It's $1,100 every month. On the first of the month, I don't have it. Boom, they're going to throw me out. Wrestling ring. My ring cost me $7,000. Okay? I invested. I work hard for my money and I put it all into the show. Where the fuck are you going to get that money, Brandon? You think all these guys are going to show up and wrestle for free? I pay the guys on GTS. Maybe not, I don't pay them per match, but, you know, everybody gets the same. Taken care of. They know I appreciate them. The fuck? Costumes. Championship belts. This shit costs money. And then you got to replace the canvas once a month for $200-$300. Anybody can start their own show. Anybody could do whatever the hell they want. But if you're piggybacking off of me is when I have a problem. When you're lying to me is when I have a problem. When you're trying to bait all my friends to go join you, because fuck Grim, fuck Dave, that's where I have a problem. So, if you guys see this RWA wrestling on Twitter, I'm going to talk to him. I called him and texted him already today. He doesn't answer. I called him like 4 times. I seem like pathetic now, right? Isn't that pathetic? I think it's pathetic. I should just tell him to go fuck himself. But that's not me. I'm the kind of person who wants to work things out. So I texted him, hey, give me a call. Hey, we got to talk. Nothing. I don't know what to do. What do I do? He's like, oh, I don't know why Grim's mad. I have every right to start my own show. Puts that out on Twitter. It's the fact that you lied to me, man. Brandon, here I am coming to you as a man telling you that I'm pissed off about what you're doing because you backstabbed me. And then you're going to try to rally up all my friends. You're going to try to rally up all the GTS guys. Anybody who does GTS with me, you're going to try to rally up and do your own show. And that pisses me off because, you know, guys that come from far, like I said earlier, some of these guys drive 2 hours to be on my show. You know, they can only come down once a week, once every other week. How often And then they only have 3 or 4 hours because it's 2 hours down, 3-4 hours to tape, 2 hours back. That's their day. And they got work and jobs and families. And now now you're trying to split their time with year 2? They don't have the time. We're trying to make GTS great. What's wrong with GTS? Why couldn't you just stay with me at GTS if you wanted to wrestle? I don't get it. You could have just stayed here at GTS. Probably could have been like GTS champ, YouTube champ by now. But no, you had to go bail on me. You had to fucking lie to me and spend however many months harvesting your information so you could stab me in the back after everything I do. After everything I do for... So, I'm sorry to come out here and rant and rage. And Barbara's sick anyway. The kids aren't feeling good. Everybody's got strep throat, and I feel like I'm getting it now again, too. It comes and goes. I'm always sick, and it's really fucking annoying. I hate the winter. It's the winter time. And then that's another thing. Always wrestling with all the guys. As soon as I get better, well, then I got everybody else sick. And then they all get me sick back. And then I get them sick. And then they get me sick. And it's just a constant fucking cycle. We're all sick all winter long. It's bullshit. But that's the price. We put our bodies on the line. We get sick. Out in the cold. Last year, out in the cold. 12 degrees filming the Regal Rumble. It was 12 degrees legit last year when we filmed the Regal Rumble outside. And it took a lot longer than the 30-minute video that you've seen. So, I'm sorry for the rant. I hope you guys understand what's going on. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comments below. I always read all the comments. People are like, do you read the comments? Of course I do. I'll try to answer. I farted. I'm trying to answer some comments. If you guys have any more questions. And I guess that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. And I'll be back tomorrow. And if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Eat it. Yeah.